Well, this video is going to be all over the place. We start light by talking about my lashes, and then we get a little bit deep and we talk a little bit about sex. Yes, I go there, I do. And I got some questions for you. So you're going to want to watch this all the way to the end. So let's get started. Well, I just re-dyed my hair. So I got these magnetic lashes by Moxie Lash. And I've never tried anything like this before. I've always used the lashes with the glue, and they make a big difference with my eyes, as you've seen in other videos. But I wear contacts, and so sometimes the glue that you have to put it on with like irritates my contacts, and I don't know. So hopefully this will work, and then I can wear fake lashes every day is all I'm saying. Here is the magnetic glue. I didn't realize it was going to be such a small thing. It looks like a battery, doesn't it? It's not a battery. So I did all my makeup like I normally would. You know, I put my contacts in. Do not use this magnetic liner as your full liner for your eye, okay? You're gonna waste it, and I don't think it's going to be as good for that, okay? Even though I haven't used it before, that's what I'm guessing. That's just, you know, and this is not cheap, so you kind of just want to use it as your glue, okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna let that dry for a second. And by the way, this is too tiny. If you can get a bigger one, get the bigger one. Like 3 different kinds of them. So I got, this is the one I think I'm gonna wear today. It's called Happy Lash. And that's how they look, like that. And just so you know, I'm not sponsored. I don't get paid to do this. This is just me showing you stuff that I actually am trying, and then my real opinion. Like, just so you know, for the future, no one's going to buy my opinion. There's no amount of money, no amount of anything that's gonna get me to say I like something if I don't like it, just so you know. So I wanted to show you this since I am a perfume addict, and I'm trying all kinds of different brands and all kinds of different perfume stuff. And even though I have like the real perfume of things, I'm also curious about companies that try to make dupes of perfume and see if they actually smell like the real one, if they last long, and all of that. So I actually bought a bunch of stuff from this company called Dossier. And it's a nice bottle, like this magnetic lid. Feels really good and sturdy. This one is supposed to be like Coco Mademoiselle. I have the real Coco Mademoiselle, and I'm wearing this one. I've had this one on for a couple hours now, and I can tell you it smells exactly like Coco Mademoiselle, and I can still smell it on myself. So, okay. So they're just like regular lashes. I don't know if I have to trim them for my eye or not, or if it's not gonna irritate my eye because it's not the glue. You know what I mean? So let's see if it works. See that? See how easy that was? Does it look stupid or does it look okay? See, I might actually be able to wear these with my contacts and not be irritated. I think I'm gonna have to go to the mirror and try to like really place it right. So I got them on. See how much different it makes my eyes look? And I can already tell it's like not gonna irritate my contacts, which is good. That means maybe I can look like this all the time. The only problem's gonna be is the liner running out, because it looks like you can keep reusing these lashes all the time because there's no glue on it, and there's no real reason why they would break, you know? So it's gonna be, the expense is really going to be this liner. Now I can always just be a real glamour miss all the time. So I wanted to share this with you. I started doing this new smoothie type thing by a company called Your Super, and they're all supposed to be organic superfoods, and you put it in a shake and you blend it up. I use my NutriBullet. So I've been doing that every morning with fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm also trying these hair vitamins. I've been doing this for a while, Hairdamin, and I don't know if you see any results. I think my hair is growing a lot more, but it could just be that I it could just be that I have changed my shampoo, I changed my conditioner, and it could be the vitamins too. I don't know, letting it be stronger, but you would only know the difference here. It's not like it's gonna travel all the way to the ends, you know? But I do think my hair is getting fuller. But that would probably happen anyways, but it's not breaking off, which is good. I'm also trying Hum now. These vitamins where they ask you a bunch of questions and recommend what's good for you. And I'm still doing Herbalife. So I am doing all kinds of stuff over here. This is my wine collection because that's what's been getting me through all this being alone stuff. I just went to the grocery store. And let's see, these lashes. Let's go in the bathroom. Here, they're still on. It's been a couple hours. I do think maybe I had to trim the side. I feel like it's coming up here a little bit, but it could just be that I need to put more of that eyeliner stuff there. Maybe it's not as heavy on that side. Anyways, it's not irritating my contacts, and that is exactly what I was worried about. So I can be dazzling all the time. Video and sharing one of my crazy situations with you. Then I thought, well, which one would I share? I don't know. They're all sad. None of them are happy. You know, I don't have any happy good stories. Why don't people normally share these kinds of stories with people? Why are people scared to share the bad things in their life and the struggles they've been through? And it doesn't make any sense to me because I always wanted to help people and make people see things in a different way and, you know, learn from it, you know? So I don't understand the whole not talking about real issues thing and pretending like your life's great. That doesn't make sense to me. But maybe if I had a different type of life, maybe if I was married and I had a family and I was trying to put on this whole act for, you know, everybody else, maybe I would have to hide it. So what story would you want to hear? Would you want to hear about my old best friend committing suicide? Would you want to hear about Mr's murder case, which I'm trying to hold out on a little bit because even though he's okay with me talking about stuff, I would be revealing things about him that, I don't know, I guess he'll have to deal with it, won't he? Anyways, so there's that. There's a car accident, and then that would reveal other people as well. So I have to hold out on that. Maybe it doesn't matter anymore. What else do I got? Been raped. It's actually interesting. And the thing is, it won't bother me to talk about that. I'm actually more disturbed talking about weight loss and weight than I am talking about being raped. That's how unusual I am. And if you're not from Portland, Oregon, if you're not from Oregon and you're not from Washington, I'm going to let you know, don't ever move here. Like, do not move here. Not because of the weather, not because of what it's like here, like all that, but the people, there is something seriously wrong with the people here. Like, scary wrong. Like, they ghost you for no reason. Like, you could be making the most wonderful friendship with somebody or building a relationship. Like, I rarely like people in that way, you know, like relationship-wise, romantic-wise. It's very rare that I have any sort of romantic interest in anybody. So it's very exciting to me if I meet somebody that I feel that way about. And then you can tell when people like you and you're building that connection because you're having fun and you see it in them. And then all of a sudden they just cut you off with no explanation. People do that here all the time. Even friendships. You could have the best time
and then the next day they don't talk to you for 3 months, and then you run into them somewhere and you ask them what happened, and then they act surprised, like you didn't notice. Like, oh, did you notice I didn't talk to you for 3 months when we were talking every single day? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. I think that's just a form of mental illness, seriously. I think that's a real mental illness. At least I have a good sense of humor, and I'm a good sport about things. I think if I didn't have a good sense of humor, I wouldn't have survived any of my awful situations. That was the key to getting through it. And also, if you have to deal with a real sociopath or a real psycho, which I have in my life multiple times, the only way you deal with those people is humor. Because when you get someone to laugh with you, then you brought their guard down and you've built a little connection with them, a little bond. And that's also how you deal with mental illness. That's how I deal with my sister too. My life's probably more like a HBO TV series, which is probably not a good thing. I think people already decide what they want from you before they meet you. And I think that's a lot of the problem. I think any person, okay, let me just tell you this. I think any person that wants to have sex with multiple people and thinks it's okay is avoiding real intimacy. And I think that they've never had real good sex. I don't even know if they even know what they're doing. Because if you can enjoy, at least to think you're enjoying, having sex with multiple people without building the connection, because sex is supposed to be about something you do with the person you connect with, the person you're attracted to, and the person you love. If you do that act with somebody else just for the sport of it, I'm going to say that you've never had real good sex, and you don't know it. You don't even know the difference, because you've been having awful sex your whole life, and you thought just because you came once or twice that was something. Sweetheart, I'm gonna get a little cocky with you. A woman that doesn't have multiple orgasms, and we're talking over 8 orgasms when she has sex with you, didn't have good sex.
All right, so I was sitting here thinking, and I thought, all right, well, we already went there, so now we can talk about this. And men, I have a question for you, okay? But you have to listen to the story first, and then you can explain to me why this is an issue, because it doesn't make any sense to me, and I think it's kind of silly. Okay. So, when I was growing up, like in high school, like they tell women to hold condoms in their purse, okay? Like they actually tell us to do this, to not rely on the guy to have it, okay? And so, I kind of just put a condom in my little side pocket thing, and it just sits there, and I don't even really think about it. I don't even think I even have touched it in years, right? And years ago, I was dating a guy, and he went through my purse and he found it. And then he got so mad at me, and he goes, "Why do you have this? Why do you have this?" And I'm like, I even forgot it was there, okay? And it was like deal breaking for him. Like, that must mean I was some crazy slut. I have to carry condoms because I have sex all the time. No, I was told to do it because that's what they recommended you to do in school, you know? And, you know, I thought, okay, well, he's just a weirdo. He's overly sensitive. And at the time I was 19, so I thought it was just about being 19 and all that. I thought, okay, well, men are gonna get over this weirdness as they get older. Yeah, right. So, you know, years go by, I get into my mid-20s, and, you know, I still had a condom in my purse, a new condom. And the same situation happens. A guy gets something out of my purse and finds the condom, and then I get accused of sleeping around because I have a condom in my purse. You're gonna have to explain to me, men, why that's the conclusion, okay? Because now I can't carry condoms in my purse or even have them in the house for that matter, because I had a situation where I had a pack of condoms underneath my bathroom sink, and for some reason someone had gone under my sink to get something, and it clearly was an issue. They didn't speak of it at the time, but later down the line it was brought up that Well, I saw that pack of condoms under your sink. Okay. So I must be some wild slut because I have a pack of condoms? Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me. So, because I'm tired of my relationships being ruined over condoms, I don't have them anymore. And even Lion, okay, if you've been watching my videos, you know who Lion is. I had to go to Reno because my car was stolen, right? And I had switched to another purse to go on the trip. And I went with my mom, okay? Like, we slept in the same hotel room, like, nothing wild happened. You saw the video. There was nothing secretive going on. And Lion was mad at me for a while after I got back from the trip. And he's like, explain this. And he throws down a condom. And I laughed because it was an old purse that I hadn't touched in years that I took on the trip. Why did he go through my purse? I don't know. Guess men do this kind of thing, and we need to be, women, we need to know about this. We need to think about that, I guess. And I laughed and I picked up the condom. I said, this old expired thing, it was like expired from 5 years ago. I said, do you really think I was gonna use this? And I put it in his face and I was laughing. Oh yeah, I was having sex in the hotel room with my mom there. You know, like, yeah, right. Like, come on. So even like people like Lion, okay, get weird about stuff like this. I guess I've always had this problem with people where people always think I'm doing things I'm not doing. Explain that to me. Why? Because I wear makeup and I get my nails done, or you think I'm attractive, so that must mean I'm out there just slutting it up. I mean, come on. Let's just have a moment of like realness here. I am so selective. I am a very sensitive person, and I'm all about like feelings and love and like a connection and like building something with somebody. I'm not gonna just do that with just anybody. I don't find that enjoyable. Well, I'm glad we got to hang out this week. If you're wondering why in most of the video I didn't have my fake eyelashes on, it's because I didn't actually get them in the mail till today. And most of the video was filmed earlier in the week. Also, I was thinking about, you know, the Your Super thing that I showed you, the stuff to put in all the shakes, the natural stuff. You know, it's actually making such a difference for me because I was doing Herbalife for years and it was great. Like, I love Herbalife, but I think my body started getting used to it a little bit. And I used to just be able to do Herbalife and not be hungry for like hours and hours. But it seems like now I start losing energy like after 2 hours and I get super hungry. And then I get tired. And now that I started this Your Super thing, I actually get up in the morning and I blend an actual smoothie. Before it wasn't a smoothie, it was like just water and the Herbalife stuff. And now that I'm doing the whole blending and using all of those products and including the Herbalife stuff, I'm actually have tons of energy. I was starting to have to take energy drinks, okay? And that was freaking me out because I think energy drinks are poison, but yet I couldn't be collapsing in the middle of the day and having to take naps and then my whole day's blown, you know what I mean? So I've actually have a lot of energy off of it. It's actually keeping me full longer. So I'm really liking this Your Super stuff. So I really do recommend it. And if you're wondering about my sister, she is still in the psych ward and I'm not sure how she's doing really. She called my parents once and my mom said she sounded like she was better, but you know, she's mentally ill and she's being forced to take her medicine there. And when she was out and acting really crazy, she hadn't been taking her medicine in months. And if you don't know anything about mental illness, medicine is very tricky when you're mentally ill because a lot of times they think they're cured after a while and they stop taking their medicine, or you can't drink alcohol with it, you can't even have caffeine with it, you can't smoke weed. Anything that could be, you know, slightly mind altering affects your medication, and then you can just go crazy again, you know. Or I don't have Creatures back. I'm really hoping he's gonna come back. I miss him a lot. I didn't realize how much having him there helped me with my anxiety and helped me sleep and kind of made me feel like I had a purpose, you know, taking care of something and feeling like loved and needed was really good for me, and I'm feeling like the loss. And so I'm really hoping he comes back. And, you know, some people say, well, go get your own cat or whatever, but he really felt like he was my cat. And, you know, he's a living being, he's an animal, he has a personality, and anyone that has a pet knows that. You can't just replace them, you know. Anyways, that was what I've been up to this week, and I'll film more. If you have any ideas for me, let me know. Tell me what you think about me getting more personal about stuff, and tell me what story you want to hear. Or if you have anything you're curious about, let me know. It would help me out, because me just trying to figure it out by myself, you know, who knows, that works and that doesn't work. Well, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's a free way to help me out and help me out tremendously. I'm trying to do this whole YouTube thing. All right, wild animals. Well, remember to always have patience with people, because you never know what they're going through, because we're all going through something. All right, I will see you next time.